Hello everybody, I'm HPL from HPL TV and welcome back to a new video. Now today we're going to be looking at a really bad reality TV show, and when I say bad, I mean just awful. The show is called Are You Hot and it ran for 1 year in 2003. The show is exactly how it sounds. It's just people come up and the judges say whether they're hot or not. It's such a dumbass idea, really. However, I do have to cut them a little bit of slack because this was in 2003. I'm not saying it was a total different time period, but there was definitely more that you could get away with saying and doing than you can in 2019. But nonetheless, the show is just shit.
Good evening and welcome. I'm JD Roberto and this is Are You Hot?
The show's hosted by a guy named JD Roberto, and might I say, this might be the greasiest man I've ever seen. This man has a whole fast food chain worth of grease in his hair. So he gives this dumb speech about how brutally honest the show is and how they get right to the chase.
This is the show that cuts to the chase. You are not going to hear any bad versions of Aretha Franklin songs. You will not be forced to endure any mediocre stand-up comedy because we don't care if you can dance, sing, or tell jokes. All we want to know is one thing. Are you hot?
I don't know if you've ever been on the verge of a mental breakdown, but that's kind of how, you talk. We don't care what talents you have. We only care if you're good looking. I don't know, this just feels spiteful. He then talks about how they tried to find the hottest people in the country, and then he makes some remark that's like, well, at least they think they're hot. We don't know. You cannot criticize other people's appearances when 20% of your body weight is in your hair. He then says that each person brought out will be put in front of a panel of experts. So since this show is all about judging people by their appearance, I'm going to put a lot of emphasis on the judges' appearances. Because they're the experts. I'm gonna just roast all of them right now. The first expert is Randolph Duke. I got two things to say. One, he looks like if they made a knockoff of Anchorman. Doesn't he kind of look like Anchorman, but like less charismatic and less successful? Also, his hair is thin as spaghetti squash. The second expert is Rachel Hunter. I can't get over her haircut. She looks like a Shih Tzu. Those old ladies that get small dogs and then do weird shit with their hair? That's what this lady looks like. And then our final expert is Lorenzo Lamas. Lorenzo looks like a caveman. Lorenzo looks like if someone went back in time 1,000,000 years, brought a caveman back, and then put regular clothes on him. So as you can see, these people have no business doing this, and neither do I. I'm not saying I'm attractive. I don't think I am. I'm just doing this to prove a point. So for that reason, I'm going to try to limit what I say about the actual contestants themselves, unless I see a pattern that I find funny or just anything that I feel like I need to point out. I'm going to be focusing mostly on the judges' commentary and just criticizing them. Now, the next part really captures what this show is about because they bring up each person and they don't even talk to them. The judges just give them a thumbs up if they're hot and a thumbs down if they're not. And it's so creepy. Most of the contestants just have this fake smile on their face. It's almost artificial and it's devoid of any human emotion. So the process of them, just deciding who is and isn't hot, which is pretty subjective if you ask me. But anyway, this goes on for a few minutes until round 2, where they strip down into their bathing suits. So in the second round, the judges actually start talking, and to be honest, I liked it better when they didn't.
You're going to need to firm that body up just a little bit. I know you guys like these voluptuous packages, but I saw a little too much jiggle. Could you turn around for me, Melinda?
Can you turn around? That might be the creepiest thing I've ever seen. This is literal sexual harassment. There is no way around this. And if you thought that was bad, here's what Rachel had to say.
I feel you've got a great sultry look, as Randolph said. There's something that's just a little bit off with it, whether it's a little hard. I'm not quite sure, so I'll give you a 5 on the face. Oh, give me a break.
And how about a score for the body?
The body, I give a 4, but I think overall sex appeal, I think you're very, very sexy and you know how to use your body really, really well. So I give you an 8.5 on that.
The funny thing is, I kind of expected her to say something salty and passive-aggressive like that. I think you know how to use your body really well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that just sounds like girl code for you're a slut. I thought the show was about honesty. If you have an issue, say it. Don't do this passive-aggressive bullshit. I skimmed through the rest of the video, and from what I could see, and I'm not sure, I couldn't be bothered to sit through 40 minutes of this, okay? That's why I'm only giving a brief summary because I don't think you should have to either. But anyway, as far as I could tell, there were only 2 rounds. So since this show is also based on rating people, I thought that I would give this show a rating. The concept is a 1 out of 10. It's creepy, objectifying, and it seems like it's just preying on people who are seeking validation and feeding into the people who want clout. For the people themselves, I'd give the show a 1 out of 10. The judges were extremely creepy, and just the people that went on the show being there makes me think that they're, just very narcissistic. So all in all, the show's a 1 out of 10. I completely understand why it only lasted 1 season. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Make it make sense, make it make sense. I can't hide a heart in the black tent. You were off the bullshit.